Hi guys, Ali Abdaal is a YouTuber with about 4.5 million subscribers and earns quite a decent amount of money from YouTube alone. Up till last year, he was a junior doctor with the NHS in the UK, but apart from that, he had 15 sources of income, collectively through which he earned about $4.5 million. Another YouTuber, Sunny Lenarduzzi, earns about $250,000 per month every month by working from home and coaching others on how to set up their own businesses. Every major celebrity has multiple sources of income, apart from the usual influencer celebrity work that they do. Like Priyanka Chopra, for instance, has her beauty line Anomaly, and Ryan Reynolds has his aviation gin. The bottom line is, if you want to make a ton of money in today's world, you need to have more than one source of income. And if not, you're losing out by quite a lot. Now, the biggest challenge most people face when it comes to setting up a side hustle is knowing where to start, how to begin, and that's what I can help you with. In today's video, we're breaking down all the options you can consider to make money on the side, and we've got something for skilled worker visas or the main visa holders, we've got something for dependents, and we've got something for students. If you're new to my channel, my name is Ashika, and on this channel we talk about moving to the UK and a lot of other countries. And while today's video isn't specifically about the UK, you can use these same principles irrespective of which country you live in to make a ton of money, especially if you're in the UK. Now with that, let's dive in. Let's talk about the pros and cons, because like all processes, this one has its pros and its cons. On the plus side, any income that you earn over and above your main source of income is an additional benefit, because it's not the worst thing that can happen to you in this economy, right? And if you're lucky, it also helps you utilize or explore your passions and let off some steam in the process. And most importantly, it helps you get a backup just in case things go south and you lose your job, like so many people have been in the past few months. But of course, it does have its own con or drawbacks. One, to be precise, you have a finite number of hours in the day, and any additional hustle or side hustle that you set up is going to eat into your free time. So of course, it's absolutely brilliant for you to have a side hustle. The way to go about it is to look for something which ensures you, one, guaranteed returns. And the second thing is preferably something that's passive in nature, so it doesn't eat up too much into your time. Think about it like this. Now, one good way of making money is investing your money in stocks and trading every day. And of course, it can make you a ton of money if you invest quite cleverly and wisely. But the fact of the matter is that if you want to make a ton of money, you have to invest a good amount of time into doing this every single day, which is of course going to eat up into your free time. The challenge is that if you do this for long enough, it eventually takes a toll on your mental health. If you picked up a job instead of a delivery driver outside your study hours or outside your work hours, while it's very time intensive, the returns are not that high. So what you are looking for is this sweet spot which doesn't take up too much of your time and still gives you a guaranteed amount of high returns. Now, with that being said, let's take a look at a few options that you can consider to make money at the side. And we're looking at it through the lens of active income and passive income. What the difference between the two is, we'll get to in a bit. Now, with active income opportunities, you need to put in a substantial amount of work initially, and then you start getting paid. But in all honesty, if you stop doing any amount of active work, you will stop earning as well. But on the flip side, if you think about it, active jobs tend to earn you a lot of money, and they are sturdy, regular sources of income. So in case you're worried that your visa doesn't support you taking up any random job or any random side hustle in the UK especially, you're right, that is quite a bit of a challenge, but there's a workaround. You can actually freelance in your own industry. Now, according to most skilled worker visas, you are allowed to take up a second job in the UK, as long as the second job that you are doing is in line with the first job that is offering you sponsorship. It needs to be the same role. So if you're a designer, or you're into programming, or into tech, or you're a marketer, or any career like this, you can sign up your services on Fiverr or Upwork, and you can sign up for relevant jobs that pay you extra. Now, how much you eventually earn depends on how good you are at your job and the amount of competition in that field. But assuming you're quite decent at your job, you stand to make quite a bit of money. And the best part about freelancing is you're not tied to it in any way, and you can decide how many hours you want to work and how much money you want to make. And so obviously, how much time you want to invest. Now, the second way is actually one of my personal favorites, and it's called print on demand, and it's an absolutely brilliant opportunity if you ask me. Now, if you're wondering why I say it's so brilliant, it's very simple. It takes up very little time, and it has the potential to earn you tons of money. Now, if you aren't really sure what print on demand is, it basically allows you to create merchandise. But the good thing is you don't need to stock up on merchandise, and you don't need to worry about the shipping part, which are the two biggest challenges when it comes to dealing with merchandise, to be very honest. And it allows you to create all of this merchandise just in a few steps. So imagine you want to sell t-shirts in an online marketplace. So you can create an account with Printify and then create and design t-shirts with them. They will manage the shipping, they will manage the merchandise, and then you can connect this account to an Etsy or a Shopify or whatever you like and just start selling your merchandise through them. That's it. It's as simple as that. So basically, you don't have to worry about the cost of printing the t-shirts, the cost of storing the t-shirts, or even shipping. So once an order comes in for one of your t-shirts on either Etsy or Shopify, Printify takes the order from them. It prints the t-shirt, it ships out the t-shirt to them and just sends you the money. A lot of designers even make up to $700,000 just from this. So basically, how much money you make eventually depends on you. And if you are interested, I will leave a link in the description below on how you can sign up with Printify and all the details that you need to know. Now, if you are dependent in the UK, revenue from blogging or YouTubing is honestly the way to go. I'm sure you watch YouTube, especially because you are watching this video, but have you ever considered being on the other side? Now, not only does it have a potential to make you a ton of money, please look at Mr. Beast, but it also allows you the luxury to work when you want and where you want. Now, let's be honest, when you start out, it might be a little challenging because of course the editing and the script writing does take up a good amount of time when you're not used to it. But as time goes by, you get a lot faster at editing, or you end up hiring an editor, which honestly smoothens out the entire process. And to be honest, if you're confused about what to create content on, the options are unlimited. It could be your take on the stock market, it could be your personal beauty journey, it could be the journeys that you take once you move somewhere or wherever you are right now. It could be even your recipes or how you cook, it could be how you style your home. It could even be videos of you just eating food and making tons of money while you're at it. And the thing is, with YouTube, anything is possible. You could become an overnight sensation like a lot of YouTubers, or you can grow gradually and slowly and have a steady source of income. The next option is to create a podcast, and trust me, podcasts are all the rage right now. You can create a podcast on how to make money, or you can have a podcast on the snoring noises that people make. And once your podcast picks up, you will have the opportunity to monetize it. So then you'll be making money out of something you absolutely love doing. And while this is again a little time intensive, something you should remember is that the podcast market is largely untapped and unsaturated at this point, which means that you have immense potential to grow and make money. Just a reminder before we move ahead, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and click on the bell icon for notifications. And you can follow me on Instagram too. Now, before we move on to passive income opportunities, here are a few opportunities that I'm not covering this time because we covered them in previous videos. Dog walkers earn anywhere from £12 to £25 per hour. Dog sitters earn anywhere from £30 to £70 per day. Tutors, especially maths tutors, earn anywhere from £25 to £30 per hour. Baristas earn from £10.23 per hour. Lawn mowers earn from £14 an hour, and a warehouse operative can earn from up to £11.71 per hour. Now, if you're a student with a very heavy workload, or if you're working a full-time job, to be very honest, you're probably not going to have too much spare time, and you're obviously then going to be looking at opportunities which help you earn money without you having to invest too much time into it. So obviously, passive income is the way to go. So passive income opportunities are basically opportunities that you set up once, you do the heavy lifting once, and then these opportunities go on to keep making money for you even when you're not actively working on it. So while you're doing your day job, or you're out studying, or you're out with your friends, these opportunities continue to generate income for you. Let me give you some examples. One way to make money passively is to rent out your car. If you don't use your car every day, you have the option of renting out your car, and there are plenty of websites which allow you to do this. Now, through this itself, you can earn anywhere from £50 a day to £300 a day, depending on where you live and what type of car you have. Another option to make money on this side, which is very similar, is to rent out your car park. And now this is especially useful if you live close to a train station or a bus station or a tourist spot or any of the busy areas in London. My husband itself uses a rented car park most of the time when he takes the train. And depending on your location, you can earn even up to £200 every month by just renting out your car park. Another passive income option you can consider is affiliate commissions. For instance, I have links to products that I bought when I was moving to the UK that genuinely really helped me in the transition that I was making. And every time somebody buys using one of these links, I earn a small amount of commission. If a lot of people click on this, I earn a larger commission. That's how this works. Now, affiliate commissions work really well when you have a large number of followers or friends, either online or offline, with whom you can share these links, who will hopefully buy something or the other. Or you can share it through your blogs or your newsletters. Lots of options available. Most influencers on social media usually talk about a particular product in their reels or their stories or their videos, and then they ask you to click on a link in their bios or in the descriptions, which then goes on to earn them affiliate commission through this. So if you do decide to become a blogger or a YouTuber or a content creator, this is an absolutely great way to make a little additional income from there. And another tried and tested method to increase your income is to invest, and to invest in bonds. Now, what type of bonds you invest in honestly depends on what kind of investment nature you have and which place you're based out of and where you're investing your money in. You have the option of investing your money in your home country or investing your money in the UK if you live in the UK. And the reason why I say this is because your investments that you put in will probably earn you a lot more money rather than you keeping your money in savings. Because like you know, if you live in the UK, the income that you generate out of your savings account is practically negligible. So it honestly makes a lot of sense that if you have savings anywhere, you invest them so that that money grows, right? But as with every financial investment, I will advise you to do your research on the market and learn everything you need to learn before you invest your money, because investments can sometimes be a little risky. So please do all the research you need to do before you invest your money. So now, which side hustle should you pick? The answer is there isn't one side hustle you should pick. Ideally, like I said at the start of this video, you need to have multiple side hustles if you want to have multiple sources of income. Most successful people have multiple sources of income. Most people I personally know have multiple sources of income. And typically how they pick these different sources of income is based on the earnings they can get from each of them and the time that they're investing. They have a mix. So some which are more time intensive and some which are less time intensive, some which earn them more, some which earn them less. But they have multiple sources of income, all bringing in the money. Okay, now I know that was quite a lot, but if you'd like to know more ways to earn money and check out all the previous side hustles that I spoke about in my previous video, watch this.